So, why are New Year's resolutions failing miserably for so many people all the time? How do you tap into that enthusiasm that you have at the beginning of the year and make it last for the entire year? So, here's what you do exactly. I know how exciting it is to have this period every year where we're saying goodbye to the old year and saying hi to the new one. What a perfect opportunity to completely reinvent ourselves, remove a few bad habits and add a few new ones and become a new person, which is great. Having such enthusiasm to change towards something good is amazing. The problem is we don't really know how to take advantage of that excitement. So what we do is, and I've done this myself as well, is we set these classic New Year's resolutions like quit drinking too much, start reading more books, start exercising 3 times a week, and so on. And you start them enthusiastically and you feel good about yourself and you do it for 3 weeks. And on week 4, you lose enthusiasm, it becomes boring because the novelty effect of that resolution fades away. So now you need willpower to push through and change those old habits. So why are New Year's resolutions failing miserably for so many people all the time? Why does this happen, and more importantly, how to fix it? How do you tap into that enthusiasm that you have at the beginning of the year and make it last for the entire year? Now, this is a challenge for me to see whether I can teach you how to stick to resolutions easily, like I myself learned to do. So I'll be very curious to hear from you whether this has worked for you or not. So here's what you do exactly. You take a piece of paper and a pen and write down 5 to 10 new resolutions for 2025. This can be small things like I want to cook more, eat out less, or it can be bigger, more scary ones like you're shy saying, I will speak up in every meeting. And the usual, I will work out 4 times a week, I will eat healthy, I will read 1 book a month or 10 pages a day, and so on. So basically, same as you would do before. But here is where it gets interesting. Now, next to each resolution, write down why. Why do you want to start eating healthy? Why do you want to eat more at home? Why do you want to get fit? Why do you want to go to the gym 4 times a week? Why do you want to speak up at meetings? And let's say your why is, I want to eat healthy food so I can become healthier and fitter. Or I want to speak up so I can become more confident. So now, next to that, you write again, why? Why do you want to be healthy? Why do you want to be confident? Because the first why is just the surface level why. It's not the actual reason behind. So you need to dig deeper in the second layer of why. Third layer until you get to the point. Now, I'll tell you my resolutions that I created and have sustained without too much resistance to clarify this example. So I had 2 things that I wanted to change. I decided I will do muscle strength exercises every day for 20 minutes. I will stop eating processed sugar completely. No cakes, no pastries, no chocolate, none of it. Why? Because I want to be fit and healthy. Why? And this is what the actual motivation point is. I want to build things that inspire me, to make changes that have actual impact on the world. And I need a lot of energy, a lot of brain power, and persistence for that. And when I ate lots of processed sugar, lots of sweets, basically had bad eating habits, I noticed that I had no mental clarity, I had brain fatigue, I had low energy very often, I felt sluggish, and I also got sick much more often. And that annoyed me because I literally had all these things that I wanted to work on, but I was getting sick almost every 2 to 3 months. Now, on the other hand, I also want to enjoy life. Since I'm working so hard, I want to have that change of scenery. And I love activities. I love sports. I love socializing, meeting new people. And some of the things I'm already excited about are that I want to learn surfing. I want to go to surf camps. Or I want to do sailing trips, which I actually did last year, where I met a bunch of great people and basically do all these fun, awesome activities. Because these activities are fun for me and they will give me the great balance from my very focused, disciplined work on my business. And they are important for me because when I look back at my year, every single year, I don't only want to have professional accomplishments, which are definitely my top priority, but I also want to have at least 2 to 3 fun highlights that kind of add color to that daily hustle consistently have in my life. So before that, I had a shoulder injury, and as I said, I was sick quite often, but I realized if I want to do all these things, I want to accomplish my professional goals, but also enjoy life and have all these fun activities, including sports, I need to be fit physically to do sports and to travel and to do all these activities. So now, having identified the real reasons and whys behind, literally every time I think about, oh, I'll skip a workout this week and maybe eat some cheesecake and croissant. When that happens, I immediately think, but then I will feel sluggish or my body will become weaker. I won't be healing my shoulder. So I will miss out on all these goals that I have that are really important to me. And that why for me is so strong that I have no problem sticking to these habits. Like, I get fired up and excited when I think about all my future trips and future projects, and that emotional excitement reminds me how important these habits are for me and why I'm doing them. So when you go deeper with those why questions, you discover something that feels really exciting for you. And that's when you know that's your actual why. This means if you manage to find that why for every new habit that you want to add to your life, it will be extremely easy to stick to them. You won't need self-discipline and willpower to painfully force yourself to do it. And that's the part that will guarantee that you will keep your resolutions for months and maybe years instead of just a few weeks or a few days in January. As I said, I would be very curious to know if you did this, how it worked for you. So share it below with details because I'm sure it will be inspiring for other viewers as well. And with that, thanks and see you in the next one.